Well, g'day everybody. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Zero to Hero. Now, it has been a hot minute since we've had a video up. A few reasons behind that. The first one is life. Life has been super busy at the moment. Work in general, leading up to Christmas, just the rush, everything. So, trying to find time to sit at the computer and get a video in is always hard, or even just trying to sit at the computer and have some downtime. But saying that, we are here, and when I did get close to the computer, I heard this map needed a big update. So, updated that, got it all set back up to where we were, and then had a massive mod conflict with something. So took a whole day to figure out what the mod was, go through my whole mod folder, find out sort of what it was. Still haven't 100% got a clue what mod it was, but we managed to get rid of it, which was a bonus, and got everything working again. Alright, so on that note, there has been a few changes. After the last episode I did a fairly big potato harvest. I'll put a screenshot of that in the clip right now. And then after that, we also did a couple of ploughing contracts, and I'm not sure whether it was in the first game save or whatever, but the contract seemed to be a little bit funny. On the map, it'd say there was a field that was ready to be harvested. It didn't come up as a contract, just came straight up as a ploughing contract. So I did a few ploughing contracts. I think I did about 4 off screen. Built my money up to just over 200,000. We are below that at the moment, but we'll get to that in a minute. Also went for a tiki tour down one side of the map, and we found 5 collectibles. And collectibles are pretty valuable on this map, all worth 50,000 each. So we brought ourselves some land. That's right, we've moved away from Brad's little plot over by the windmill, and we've bought our own piece. And if we go into our map, I'll show you where we're at. So we've brought this little area up here, which when you start in new farmer mode is the main farm. And we've also come down here and brought 2 fields for ourselves, 11 and 30. One's got corn and one's got soybeans, and believe it or not, they're both ready to harvest. So that's pretty cool. So now we've got our own land, we can start making a bit of money and putting it into developing a land, upgrading our house. We brought the tent over, and we've still got the motorbike, but that will be gone very shortly. We'll be giving that back to Brad, and we'll be picking up our new purchase. Like I said, our money's gone down from just over 200,000 to 143,570. And well, what we'll do is we'll head to the shop, and I will show you exactly why that is. So we'll jump on the bike and I'll meet you at the shop. Alrighty, so here we are coming back up to the shop now, and just as we pull in, you will see our new purchases. We'll park the bike here. We'll hop off it and we'll go and see what we got. So this is the new farm vehicle, TLX 3500, single cab. Got a gooseneck trailer, and we got a couple of storage pallets global storage pallets, I think they're called, by 82 Studios. As we have no silo at the moment, we'll be harvesting our fields and storing them in those pallets until we got a silo, or we can afford to put a silo in, but that won't be for a while anyway, so not to worry about that. But at least we've got somewhere to store our stuff. We can give the motorbike back, and that is our new weapon. What we also need to do is, while we're here, we need to have a look in the used vehicles, see if we've got anything, or even look at leasing a harvester and header for the soybeans, and also for the corn. So we'll check out the store. First we'll shoot down and see what we got on sale. Used vehicles, not really, haven't really got a lot. Still waiting for a tractor to come up, which would be nice. So yeah, we'll just have to keep an eye on that and see what we can do. Worst case scenario, to get our field work done, we might just have to lease a tractor and just make sure we keep the income coming in with contracts and all that sort of stuff. So right, while we're here, we might as well sort out leasing a harvester. So we don't need to go anything too big, but we don't want anything too small either. So 9,300 litre capacity. I think we might just look at that. John Deere seems pretty good. It's got a 10,000 litre tank, and it's only really 20 grand more to buy, so I can't imagine it'll be too much more to lease. Sort of don't want something that we need to be emptying all the time. 10,000 litre capacity seems alright, so we'll look at that. We won't worry about customising anything because we are going to lease it. 14,500 to start with, and we need a normal header for 21, and we also need a corn header, and that's 27. So $20,000 in leasing costs already, but we do need it to get our fields harvested, otherwise that's just crop that we're going to waste. So what I'll do is I'll get everything back to our field, and I'll see you there once we start getting ready to harvest. Alrighty, so here we are pulling back up to our field area. As you can see, we also rented another piece of equipment just to help get everything over here faster. We got a header trailer, just so we could get both headers over here and didn't have to waste a heap of time going backwards and forwards. Back to the shop, so we'll dump that there. I'll swing around, put this corn header just over here for now. And might as well start with harvesting our soybeans. As you can see, they're two reasonably sized fields, so should get a pretty good yield and a pretty good crop off here. The only thing is, I think we have to wait a few while before we can sell soybeans. I think they reached their peak price in about July. So that's alright. We'll hang on to them as long as we need to. There'll be plenty of other stuff to do in the meantime. So what we'll do is we'll put this into a quick time lapse, speed it up, and get harvest going. I don't know why, I must have a mod in it to turn that into straw, but I'll use the chopped straw. I've also got the chopped straw mod on the PC that turns straw into fertiliser, so while we're harvesting we will also be getting the fertilising state. So yeah, like I say, sit back and enjoy, and we'll get this harvest underway. Alrighty, as you can see, we are harvested. Both fields done and dusted. Certainly took a little bit longer than anticipated. That's why at the end you would have seen that I'd increased the harvesting speed a fraction. Well, I know console players have got tool height for harvester controls, that sort of thing to speed up harvesting, so I figured I'd use one that I've got on PC, but I wouldn't harvest at full speed. I'd just increase it to 20 kilometers an hour, so sort of just double the speed, and not harvesting super unrealistic. So after all that, we ended up with what do we got? 48,000 litres of corn and 23,000 litres of soybeans. So it was a pretty good harvest. We've returned all the gear. So what we'll do is we'll head on back to our little plot of land that we've got. And we had an idea. We are going to need to put down a shed, just so we can put these pallets into, store our crop, all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to put down a couple of greenhouses. Not just any greenhouses, probably the open air ones. Oh, watch out for the big hole there. A couple of big holes around where there's no buildings. What we'll do is we'll come back over here and figure out first of all where we're going to put our shed. So, doesn't look like we've got much fruit there, so we'll come down this driveway, pull them over here, and sort of decide. I think it might be better off to put our shed over here for now. Worst case scenario, we can always move it later on, but I think this looks like a pretty good place for now, and we'll be able to store some pallets in there. So go into construction and sheds. Find something that's not too expensive. I've got a few here installed. Sort of just want something basic for now, really. I might use the easy shed here for 10,000. That looks like a pretty good place to put it right there. Doesn't look like it's going to upset the ground too much. And there we go, we have our first shed. So those pallets can get put in there later on. And then what we might do is somewhere in this area here, we'll have a look at greenhouses. Which one do we want to get? $2,000 for the open air greenhouses. So what we might actually put a couple of these down. I think $2,000, you can't go wrong with that. Might turn them this way though. Try and line them up somewhere so it looks pretty good. About there looks alright. I'll move out of the way. Wrong button. Always hit the wrong button. Alright, we'll try and line this one up again. So we'll go put put that one there. We might do 4 of them. Be our little greenhouse area, and that will start getting some things sorted. So what I'll do is off screen we'll get those sort of up and running. I need to go and buy a little water tanker, and so we can get some water in there and get some crops going. So what we'll do is we'll jump back into the shop menu. I wonder if it's in animals. Don't need anything big, so I might just go for this one here for $8,000. We'll just customize the number plate. And we'll buy that. So that's at the shop ready for us to go and get some water as well. So I might just go down here and have a look. Jump over. Why have we done that? Well, instead we'll open the gate going properly. It must be a mod that I've got on. Alright, so we can do a few things in here. What I probably won't do though is any crop that we can plant in the ground. At this stage, what we might start off with is either lettuce, tomatoes or strawberries. We can do it with seeds and fertilizer as well, or seeds and manure. So we'll see how that goes. We might put a few of each in. Might do a seeds and manure or seeds and solid fertilizer. That way we can increase what we get back. Might cost us a little bit to get set up, but that won't be too bad. Water will be free. It'll just be either the manure or the fertilizer that will cost us. So as you can see, it's been a busy day of spending money. We'll have a look at the contracts menu, see what we can pick up, if there is anything. We've got a few, a couple of baling contracts. That one there looks pretty good. You've got the Crone Big M mower that you can use as well. Some big equipment on that one. We've got a cultivating contract we could do, a few fertilizing ones, and a few ploughing ones as well. So we're not going to be in any rush to do a ploughing one. I've done a few of those off screen. Might pick up those 2 baling ones. They're normally pretty good money. And then might also pick up a cultivating one, or maybe even fertilizing. We'll see how we go. But yeah, other than that, it's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, this one. I just sort of really wanted to catch everyone up where we were. Got the game saved back to where it was. We're in the same month, same money. The only thing that is different is this game save doesn't log the contracts that we've already done. That's alright. So other than that, I'll get some work done off screen. We'll get these greenhouses up and running. Figure out how we're going to unload those off the back of the trailer there, because we'll still need to use that for a few things. And we'll get this journey back on the road. And hopefully it won't be so long in between videos. It's coming up to Christmas time in a couple of weeks, so things are starting to slow down. Might be able to get a few things recorded overnight and edited the next day and get them up. So might be a few days in between videos, but hopefully be looking at 1 a week. And then once I'm on holiday, we might even look at throwing a live stream in, as I've also went onto YouTube and did the thing where you have to wait 24 hours to be approved to do live streams. I've done that, and I've got my OBS sorted out as well for that. So we'll be chucking some live streams in at some stage, and we'll see how we progress from there. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like I say, it's probably a little bit of a shorter one by the time I edit it, due to the amount of harvesting we did and how much I edit out. Don't want everyone getting bored. So we'll catch you again in the next video. If you haven't, please subscribe. Feel free to like the video, comment, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for watching.